Welcome back to Everyday Exercises. Today I'm just going to go through my warm-up routine, do some stretches, and then I'm going to take a walk outside. No hard exercise today, no running today. My legs feel like they probably could run, but I'm just going to take it easy because I still feel kind of fatigued. I want to get a full total recovery, and then I'll be running tomorrow, and either doing speed work tomorrow or running, and then go on for the weekend. Have a pretty hard session. So today it's all about recovery, and I'm just going to keep warming up here and just go through the routine. I'll describe what I'm doing. If you've probably seen it before, I usually like to get my knees warmed up here, doing this type of exercise each time, as you notice in each video. And you can spend as much time on either one of these type warm-ups as you want to, or as little time, you know. So this is just what I do. You can cut them out, certain movements. I like to get my hips loosened up. And then my shoulders. I've had that frozen shoulder, so I have to do a stretch here. And then I kind of let my arms swing a bit as well. I got sweats on. It's not that cold outside, it's just cool. And here it feels nice and warm. I probably didn't need to wear sweatpants, but it's all right. And arm circles. Reverse. Arm swings. And scissors. All right. So I just did that much already. I'm feeling a little bit more loose in my upper body. And I just kind of bounce on my calves here and Achilles, just trying to loosen them up. And then I'll stretch the hamstrings out here. I brought a device out to me, a massager, to try to work on my hamstrings. That left hamstring was giving me some trouble the other day. There's no way I'll be able to run fast unless I get it really loosened up and ready to go. I tore it many years ago and I didn't get it rehabbed correctly. And 2 years later, damage was well done. This just helps warm up the quads, knees, hamstring stretch. Kind of does everything on the lower body. I'm just trying to stretch as I go, as I straighten my legs out, I'm trying to hold it and stretch a little further. I'll do some body twist here. I'll just try to loosen up the trunk at this point. I don't really have much rest time. I just go from one exercise to the other, one stretch to the other. Try to be as efficient as possible. Everything being done continuous. Oh. All right, now I do a series of leg lifts here, straight leg lifts. I have to do this each day to strengthen the muscles around the knee without putting too much strain on the knee. Just do 2 sets. All right, I put pressure on my toes to try to strengthen the muscles around the tibial area. And then I go into my stretches here. And here's where I'll spend more or less, sometimes I'll spend a longer time stretching. This depends on how sore I am. I'm not too bad right now because I was forced to walk after a half mile because my knee was bothering me yesterday. So it doesn't feel too bad actually. But I can tell my body's still fatigued. I don't have that energy snap, so I wouldn't even want to try to run today. I wouldn't be able to accomplish much, even if my knee held up well.
Eric?
Yeah.
Is that why I turned that on?
I already turned it on.
I like only turn it on for half an hour.
All right. All right. Just trying to get the trunk and the hips loosened up here. And most importantly, these knees. Just kind of massaging just below the patellar area, the tendons. All right, I'll get my groin stretched out here. There's different ways you can do a groin stretch. You can go side to side, or I just like putting my elbows and my knees here and just trying to hold the stretch. All right, I'm gonna do a kind of a cobra stretch here. Can't stretch. All right. So far, not feeling too terrible. Going to a bit of a sprinter stretch here now. I'm twisting a little bit as well and bouncing. I'm pulling my quads here for quite a while, at least 30 seconds. All righty. I usually do it twice. This stretch is very important for me, as I have the most trouble with the knees. All righty. I'm going to use this massager here. I haven't been using this, but I'm going to start because I've got to get these muscles worked over. Especially this left hamstring, the hip area as well, and the obliques really. Those three areas are usually give you the most trouble in terms of just muscle soreness, tightness. So I'm going to be using this every day to combat that as much as possible, along with the stretching and warm up. Hopefully a combination of all of it helped me run a little bit faster, a little bit longer without having a lot of pain. I don't know if it'll do much for the knee. It's all bone there, but maybe just the muscles around there and the tissues, the soft tissues beside it. But this hamstring I definitely have to work on. The left is the left is one I tore, and it's essentially one of the muscles in the hamstring is fibrous. Essentially, it's basically a non-use. So I have like I guess you have like 4 different muscles in the hamstring or something like that, I believe. And anyways, one of them is not effective for this leg, so I always have to work on it. It's always the first to go when I'm trying to sprint, but I'll make sure to get both hamstrings loosened up here. And the obliques as well, hips. This is where I feel all the soreness, generally speaking, when I'm first starting out on a run or something. Anyways, let's try that and see if it benefits me. I'm sure it will help, I would think. I'm actually gonna hit my shoulder with it. Feeling my shoulder quite a bit. I did some work, what you call it, dips yesterday, and paid a price for it a little bit today. I was having a hard time just doing basic movements with this arm at work. I need this. I definitely have to be able to move at work, so I don't want to get in trouble there. Feels pretty sore in there. So it's pretty handy. Definitely recommend it. Get one that's you will have sore muscles if you're training long enough, or once you get to a certain level, you'll just push yourself. I definitely won't be doing much upper body work for a while. I'm gonna have to get the shoulder back and right again. The push-up I may be able to do, but anything overhead, we'll see how it goes. The next day it may feel better. So I'm just gonna take it outside for a walk now. An easy walk. I'm not even gonna walk hard. Just gonna take it easy. Go 2 or 3 miles. It's kind of late, but I'll try to make the 3-mile track, and we'll hit it tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do speed work or just distance. We'll see what the body wants to do. But I'll be performing in the morning, so probably inclined to go on a distance run tomorrow. But that's my routine warm-up that I do. Sometimes do a little bit more, a little bit less on the stretching, but generally this is about all I need to get started on my exercises and run outside. All right, take care. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, I went outside and did a easy walk, and I only went 2 miles. Just took it easy this evening. Legs did not feel tight, but it was getting late, and I was just feeling physically tired, but the legs felt pretty decent actually. So I just cut it short, and tomorrow we'll be hitting the run, either speed work or distance. I'm not just sure yet. But we'll be getting back into running tomorrow and going forward. All right, take care and have a good evening.